Mute. I need to mute things. Oh, so one of us needs to actually like put this in the one chat.
I can do it.
I already doing it. I'm doing it. The Adventures of... There you go. Alright, now I gotta play it. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Don't judge me, feelings you can't swallow through. All the treasures, taking matters into your own hands. I'll be drawing everything. Your wishes, stand back, everyone. Nothing here to see. Just Captain me. There's Captain Ember's here. We're blowing in the breeze. He's my favorite expertise. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. So destiny came to me, saving you. Your baby moving grace, to death. Trying to be a jacket to catch your breath. I can't sing Felicia Day's notes. No measure. Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Destiny ends with me saving you. You can die. Swings are kicking so I got the remote is in here in my hand. Whatever. Please give me a second to catch my breath. Balls!
That was a great way to start that.
That's like the best way to start a stream, let's be real.
Honestly.
Yes. Yes, it is. Alright. So are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. As ready to go as Panic at the Disco is.
Oh. So, one of my friends got to see Brendan Urie in Kinky Boots. Yes, and I said she's put it on her Instagram story, and my response was, I fucking hate you.
Dude.
I'm telling her I'm talking about you on stream.
Oh my god.
I mean, she's in New York for a con. But yeah, she got to see Brendan Urie. She's like, it's so good. I'm like, you should go see it. I'm like, I'm broke. Fair.
Broke. And not in New York.
And not in New York. I mean, I have school. I have a job. My job is not cosplaying like yours is, pretty much. Actually, no, she works at Joann Fabrics, I think. But yeah. Okay, so before we start, do you want to hear about the amazing news that happened at Disney Expo? Which, in honor of Disney Expo, I am wearing my Goofy Movie Powerline concert t-shirt. I just realized I don't have my headphones in, but I just don't give a shit.
Oh my god.
I don't. Okay, so we got some information about Kingdom Hearts. We're getting a Toy Story level. And I predicted this in 2012 that we would get one. I also was like, I would like a treasure planet level, please. But also the good news is, you know how they have been having trouble finding an actor to play Aladdin for the live action Aladdin?
Yeah.
Well, they just confirmed their cast.
Oh.
Okay, so we'll start off with the biggest role there is, Genie. Will Smith.
Amazing.
He has some big shoes to fill. Let's be real.
Well, yeah.
But I think he can do it.
I think so too, personally.
Our beautiful Naomi Scott, the new Pink Power Ranger, will be Jasmine. I was like, yes. And then I went on Tumblr, tagged her. I'm like, dude, imagine the Trimberly fanfic of Aladdin, with, of course, Kimberly is Jasmine and Trini is Aladdin. Then I would do it probably like maybe I feel like Billy being no here's what Rita would be Jafar, Zordon would be the dad, the Sultan, Billy would be, instead of having the tiger, Billy would be there because it's Billy. Genie would be Jason, and then Abu would be Zach.
Oh my god.
That's how I would write this. And the guy they have for Aladdin's a newcomer. I've never heard of his name before, so I got some expectations. So, but that's that's all I care about. Oh, and Star Wars Battlefront 2. Oh my god, we're playing as an Imperial soldier, and it gets even better. Person of color, female lead.
Nice.
So.
That representation in there. I almost fell out of my chair. I was so excited.
I just was looking over and I was like, why do I have a cut up makeup sponge? But I remember why. Alright, so shall we get to the stream? Start the game?
Absolutely.
Alright, so I know this. We're nearing the end of The Hero Rises the Prodigy. We shall be, after playing this, we will be going into its sequel game. Hero Rises the Hero Project. It's reality TV. So, yeah, I think we read this part already. So we'll head to the next chapter, Grand Plans. Alright. I need some water before I start. So. Okay. Alright. Chapter 18, Grand Plans. Before your eyes flutter open, your first thought is that you really need to invest in some anti-teleportation tech upgrade for your costume. Then, as you do open your eyes, your second thought is, where did all the light go? That's when you feel dozens of little legs crawling all over you. Frantic, you reach up your arms up, but they smack against the wood. Then panic sets into the reality of situation crystallizes. You're trapped in a coffin, full of spiders. You can only hear the sounds of your scream bouncing back at you as you press your hands to the unmovable lid. Blast my way out. Charge the entire coffin to explode. Create an energy pulse to kill the spiders and destroy the coffin all at once. Well, clearly, our character is afraid of spiders.
Oh, great. Well, I mean...
And it's claustrophobic.
Too, so I don't blame him.
Let's see, what do we have left? We have 92 power, and we have 100 health. But all our energy stuff is now in half, so this works great. So I say we blast our way out.
I agree.
Blast our way out. You send powerful blue, in my case blue, a blast bursts from your hands and the coffin lid immediately splinters. You work your hands back and forth until the lid is destroyed enough for you to fly up and out. Oh, so. As you do, you shake off dead spiders, some of which you have ripped out of your exposed skin. Oh, I forgot about that. You look around and find that you aren't free yet. You're still in a large cage made of horizontal metal bars, and Grandma lies unconscious beside you. You rush to her side. Thankfully, her pulse is still strong. She's just knocked out. Jenny.
She'll be fine. She dodged the brunt of the attack, Jenny says from nearby. You spin and she's still she's in a metal cage of her own, unarmed.
Still you.
Okay. Your energy bounced off the metal bars and hit her, which means you won't be able to blast your way out of these cells.
We hit Grandma!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Not Grandma!
We're sorry, Grandma. Immediately, you think of Meechip Halloo, knowing you need to get Grandma medical attention. Where are we? I need to make a call. Dial 911. Dial 911!
Dial 911.
As the thought forms, you feel a vacancy somewhere in the back of your mind. When Halloo doesn't immediately respond, you raise your wrist to find a scabbed over crevice where your Meechip used to be. You feel a wave of despair run through you, paired with a jagged crush of loneliness. Is this what Grandma feels like all the time without a Meechip, so unplugged? You turn to Jenny, and even though she's already scanning the room for escape points, she too rubs her wrist anxiously. Okay, I gotta do Prodigal. What? She's gonna end up having a Joker voice. What kind of maniacal evil genius could have laid such an elaborate trap? Prodigal suddenly says, appearing across the room. I mean, spider coffin? Leech meat chips? Energy-proof cages? It's downright indulgent. Evil extravaganza at its absolute finest, don't you think? She's got a Joker voice.
I was hoping Martha Wayne Joker.
I don't know Martha Wayne Joker voice. Do you want to read? Your turn.
Look over at Prodigal and take in your surroundings. You're in what appears to be some kind of technologically tricked out underground bunker that smells like a mixture of ripe laundry and frozen dinners. And then you notice the walls. They're covered with vintage posters of your parents in their Sound and the Fury costumes. Every inch is occupied with photos, but they've all been twisted and distorted with graffiti. Then you see the center of the wall, where a life-size photo of you and your Captain Hammer costume hangs. What the slugger is this?
Creeper. Welcome to my luscious lair, Prodigal says, waving her arms around. Do you like what I've done with the plates, chickens? Where are we? Who are you? Why have you taken us here? I think the question is why. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Greedy, oh so needy. Hold your horses. I'm bringing something up that will answer all of your meddling questions, Prodigal says, looking down the table device that appears in her hands. But if you must know, we're about 3 miles underneath the Bixford fusion plant. That's impossible. The PFP powers the entire western portion of America. So its security measures... Oh, I just spit on my camera. Oops. Ah! Shaking. There we go. So its security measures are literally quite impenetrable. It's 30 miles inland from MC, but there's no way you're anywhere within... Why am I yawning? Okay, within 10 miles of the plant. Otherwise, she would have been detected instantly. Your look of skepticism wounds me, Prodigal says. I happen to have the power to generate whatever technology I can imagine, so long as it has some kind of warframe application. Rather bizarre how parasites can take on the perimeters like that, isn't it? Anyways, bypassing the security even measure of the BFP took a long time to sort out, but I eventually worked up the appropriate counterattack. This little hideaway is accessible by only telelock. They really are one of my Hades inventions, don't you think? That certainly explains why Prodigal can make technology and weapons appear out of thin air. If that's true, it would make sense Prodigal is the owner of the artillery weapon business. I thought Prodigal's powers was to generate kick shields.
Wow.
Wow!
I mean,
Are the Warframe out of Kong or Ash?
What? Yeah, because I have Wukong Warframe, so that's why I was like a little confused. Alright. I didn't even hear your joke, that's why I was asking.
Are the Warframe protocols Wukong or Excalibur?
Well, now I have both of those Warframes. As well as Frost Prime. But that's another story for another day. Alright, so what option are we taking?
that certainly explains why Prodigal can make technology and weapons appear out of thin air.
Alright. Oh my god. God, this is so much fucking things. Okay. But I do tire of explaining. Oh, I just see my thing. Say. Okay. I do tire of explaining myself. It's all right here for you. This is supposed to be a female, but I'm giving her a Joker voice. This was not the plan. I don't remember the voice I gave her. Prodigal says she reaches between the bars and hands you the tablet. You look down the screen and it reads the Prodigal plan.
You have got to be kidding me. You say, almost laughing. What are you, like a comic book villain?
Laugh all you want, but we're in an age of interactive reality, my little Captain Hammer. Prodigal replies with a malice. I've captured every step of our rise to village's legend for the public's pleasure. As a matter of fact, we're rolling right now, so just make sure you smile for the cameras. Prodigal gestures towards several floating dots that hover around her. Evidently, these are cameras following her every move. You read through my master plan as part of a grand climax, so do hurry along. You look down the tablet again. It's a holographic menu. Options appear under the header, the manifesto. Origin, enemy, goals. I'm done. Throw the tablet to the ground and ignore Prodigal's wishes.
I mean, I personally want answers.
Alright, to the origin. Start with origin and just work down.
Yeah.
Origins. Oh my god, this is just as bad as Grandma for the first stream.
Oh my god.
Oh god. You must be wondering who I am. Prodigal's holographic 3D image says, projecting out of the tablet. So let's cut right to the chase. A bit of a legacy myself. My brother's famous, or rather, I should say, was famous. You see, Mommy Dearest was murdered when I was but a wee girl by two of the worst heroes to ever walk the earth. As Prodigal talks, your stomach seizes. It can't speak. That's right, loyal viewers. I am the daughter of the one and only Miss Artillery, who was murdered by the Sound and Fury. To sum it up, I am the prodigal daughter, given the gifts of her weapon powers before my time, the pinnacle of wasteful extravagance. Can you please read the in-betweens while I just do her voice?
Sure.
Thank you.
Never knew that Miss Artillery had a daughter. In fact, you never bothered to know much about her life at all, since you blamed her for your parents' fates just as much as Mayor Vic did. It never occurred to you that there might be someone out there blaming your family for the very same thing.
It is my life's ambitions to be the villainess my mother never could be. In fact, it is my life's ambition to become the world's most legendary terrorist of all times. The arches of enemy.
Absolutely.
In every rise to legendary villainy, there must always be an arch enemy to vanquish. Prodigals continues in 3D hollow form. What I just butchered those words. As you probably already know, I've chosen the fine Captain Hammer here to be mine. After all, we're inexplicably linked by the sins of our parents. The parallels are really quite nice, don't you think? We're both striving for legend to make our fallen parents proud, forever locked in the battle of good and evil, an epic feud played out for all the world to see. It is so wonderfully constructed. After all, heroes cannot exist without villains, nor villains can flourish without heroes to crush. And crush Captain Hammer I shall. I'm going to do what Mommy Artillery never could. I'm going to destroy the Apple family. God damn, this is a lot. Next. For the thing.
Yeah.
Naturally, I've been following the Apples for years, all through their time through the PFPP. One of the perks of being powered to generate wartime tech is to access an uncanny level of surveillance. You said you would read them between.
As Prodigal's holo 3D image keeps talking, you don't even want to think about what that means. The thought that the Prodigal has been watching all this time is terrifying.
Okay. Of course, I could have killed the Apples at any moment, but murdering Captain Hammer would do nothing more than get me noticed. Though it would have been but a momentary blip on the great media radar. Not to make a true impact, I needed a sweeping plot, a grand tale of monumental struggle. Most importantly, I needed Captain Hammer to be a famous hero for his downfall to truly mean anything. So I waited patiently, honing my powers, and building a sizable fortune by selling my weaponized inventions, all funded by a nice little nest egg left to me by the Sound and the Fairies estate.
You have to fight the urge to scream. Prodigal used your parents to date the money they made by saving lives as heroes to fund all her twisted endeavors. She used the money that should have been yours, the money from your parents' legacy, to build weapons designed only to kill. Your blood boils at the thought.
Thus, the artillery, a weapons empire named after my mother, the one who bequeaths my technology inventing powers, though I doubt she ever knew I would grow to become a infinity-class power.
Hearing this, you notice that Jenny flinches. What the slugger is an infinity-class power? Why have you never heard this before?
For those who not in the know, that basically means I'm among a new breed of powers with near infinite, limitless, uncharted levels of power. Rather cynical, is it not?
Wait, could that have been what Jenny was talking about with your mega ability? Could it be possible that you're one of the infinity class powered people?
I'm finished with the manifesto.
I'm finished. Oh god.
Fucking hell.
Oh god. Jeez. The current menu fades and a new one appears under the header. The plan unfolds.
Today is his prodigal. The day Captain Hammer finally acquires hero license status, I will set my grand plans into motion. Prodigal's hollow 3D images and mouses. Let's persuade, shall we?
The great gravitas.
I'm gonna lose my voice doing this.
Do you wanna like pick a different voice? Because I think our viewers would understand.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck it. I'm reading this in my normal voice then.
Alright.
When I learned that Captain Hammer had set out to find the gravitas, I immediately discovered who'd possessed the artifact. I do have the best villainous clients from the artillery sales, so it was a breeze, really. Once I knew it was Smither who had the darn thing, I thought it would be absolutely delightful to crash the party, kill the old fool, He was rather a pesky competitor in the arms dealing business, after all. Of course, the real goal was to destroy the Gravitas, and then frame Captain Hammer for all this, which went off without a hitch. 'Twas a small first move, child's play, really. I wanted to test Captain Hammer's limits, see how he would handle a little bit of adversary. You think back... Yeah,
Okay.
just do it.
You think back to the first night. Prodigal had already been tracking you, ensuring that you failed. The dynamic duo.
The dynamic duo. I heard a dununt. What was that? Oh, okay. Once I saw that the scrappy duo was ready to bounce back from the Gravitas debacle, I decided it was time to embed a sidekick in Captain Hammer's life. A good old Grandma Apple wanted her little lip to have one so badly, I didn't really have to do very much. Constructing a false backstory for Sparrow would speak to Captain Hammer rather simple. The harder part was dressing myself in that ridiculous bird outfit, equipping myself with flight generators every time she needed to appear. I still have feathers in places I'd rather not discuss. Of course, I didn't need Sparrow to even serve as a mole. I already had all the surveillance on the apples I needed. No, what I really wanted was a way to make Captain Hammer squirm. To have him know what it's like not to be able to trust a soul in this world. Killing a hero is easy, folks. Prodigal's image says with a twist again. But grinding down their will, now that's a real challenge. Once Sparrow was in place, things went off without a hitch. Together, they broke up the anti-gang rumble, then Sparrow saved Captain Hammer's life. Rather than creating an instantaneous bond of trust, it was simply marvelous to behold.
The circle of splice.
God, thank God I'm not doing this voice now. Once I saw Captain Hammer was doubling back to take on the Spice Circle, I wanted that to go smashingly for him. After all, if Captain Hammer remained such a no-name loser, no one would appreciate my grand screams. So I made sure to send Black Magic in Captain Hammer's direction with an anonymous tip. And seeing the two hit it off like gangbusters... There we go. I think I'm going back into our original voice. Gangbusters was quite a treat, considering I watched Lip night after night, endless night, drooling over Black Magic's poster on his wall.
A flash of embarrassed rage passes through you. How long has Prodigal been watching your every move? Nothing you've ever done has been in private. You turn to Jenny, who, as your PFPP agent, looks equally floored by this information.
The pool killers I gave to Madame Weiss as a peace offering for murdering Smither came in rather handily, drawing Captain Hammer into the Millennium Group. And what golden opportunity it was. It appeared as if my plan to make Captain Hammer a superstar was working even faster than expected. A team up with Black Magic was one thing, but in real life mini-view, pure gold. The only hitch was Smither reappeared and murdered Madame Weiss. Such a shame. That old broad and I got along quite well. There goes the Joker again. I must really track down Smither and make him pay, but that's a task for another day. The Wisp. Writing a new wave of frame from his mini-view, it seemed Captain Hammer had forgotten all about little old me, so it slapped on my name onto a warehouse deed, filled it with pool killers, robots, even go as far as putting a nice big the artillery sign. And of course, Sparrow helped Captain Hammer find the right place, and I made sure painfully it was easily break into. But the poor simpleton couldn't figure out quite who I was. Then that ghastly Wisp showed up. And quite a surprise to me, it would have been a stroke of genius to hire the assassin and put Pendant on jury. But sadly, I can't take credit for that. It seems the honor would belong solely to Madame Weiss, who had it out for little heroes before she passed. Quite the posthumous feat, don't you think? Ordering a hit from beyond the grave? How deliciously treacherous!
So it wasn't Jury who tried to have you killed after all. It was Madame Weiss? For once in his miserable life, it seems Jury was telling you the truth.
The Wisp attack did wonders to dear Sparrow, though, who now would have been embraced with open arms after a second life-saving show. Breaking news. God damn. Somewhere in the midst of all this, I learned that Sonja Challa was being considered on the short list of potential authors for the MC Hot profile. She was still looking for a suitable hero to subject to Piss. So right before the Gravitas case, I tipped Sonja off about Captain Hammer. After Sonja got the case-breaking scoop on the Gravitas and reported your debut, I knew she'd be hooked. Excuse me. So it was only a matter of time before Captain Hammer would finally get a dose of legend he craved so badly, and only a matter of time before it would be my moment to shine. Okay. Though there was a small hiccup, the hot board actually went with some fool named Tumbleweave at first, so I made sure to cripple the poor dear before the party, thus ensuring the grant would go to Captain Hammer instead. Really now, did anyone think of such a pathetic little brat could achieve this level of notoriety in such a short time on its own? Preposterous!
Hearing this, your heart sinks. Renamed HOT because of Prodigal? That's unbelievable.
Captain Hammer's choice. Then it came time for my beautiful endgame, the climax to this glorious web I've been weaving, seeing how Captain Hammer struggled with walking the line between fame and justice. I arranged it tight for a titty little more choice, one that would publicly ruin him, of course. So on the eve of the big hot war, I kicked out Sonja, dressed some poor homeless lady as Sparrow, and the stage was set for Captain Hammer to choose, save the reporter that would bring his fame or the sidekick who stood for justice. I really had no idea which way he would go. I was so rather pleased when Captain Hammer chose to save Sparrow, knowing betraying Sonja would truly break his spirit. I killed that meddlesome little Sonja during the surely now infamous hot video feed. You know, the one where I proceeded to out our Captain Hammer as Lip Sterling Apple, the murderous child of the Sound and Fury. You're finished.
At scene, interactive holo video ends. The real Prodigal beams with pride, tears pouring.
Riveting stuff, is it not? Prodigal says, wiping her eyes. It's truly a masterpiece, one that I will release to the public to launch my villainous career and mark the start of my true terror-reigning empire. I can just see how the movie version now, they'll call it something like the grand like Prodigal Children. I have to clear room on my mantle for the Oscars.
As Prodigal continues to pontificate, I haven't seen that word in quite a while. It's true. You can hardly gather your thoughts. She's been pulling the strings since the day you got your hero license. Would anything have happened in your career without her meddling? It doesn't matter what Prodigal did. I'm proud of what I've accomplished. My entire career has been a lie, or who cares what Prodigal did?
Be proud of what she did. Be proud of what we did.
Yeah, I'm proud of what I accomplished. Besides, it doesn't matter what has happened in the past. All that matters now is taking the lunatic down once and for all. And now it... Oh, this is you.
Yeah, I was about to say. And
My bad.
you're good. And now it's time to feel the piece of resistance, Prodigal exclaims. The final chapter in my story of my villainous rise.
You stare at Prodigal, wondering what possibly could have turned her into this twisted person. Despite her penchant for explaining things, she hasn't said much about her life before this ridiculous plot. What's most chilling, however, is how much you and Prodigal seem to have in common. I see shadows of myself in Prodigal. I'm nothing like Prodigal, or any similarities that may exist are only due to Prodigal's twisted manipulation. I mean, as an expert on red flags, I have to say the last.
Same. As an expert on that as well.
Yep.
Okay, this is gonna sound like a weird question since you're doing this. Have any of you heard of chicken strudel?
Yes.
I'm eating it, and I'm like, what the fuck? How does this taste?
Strudel is awesome, dude. I love strudel.
It's weird because it's like cream cheese, chicken, and a raspberry taste. Wrapped in Fiordo. It's like, what the fuck? How does this... Who thought of this?
Magic, that's what it is.
Oh, oh, oh.
It's magic, you know. It's a kind of magic. I'm gonna post a picture of my site that for you guys to see. This is what I'm seeing on my bed right now.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yes. Eugene's finally coming back out. The thing with my cat, my other cat, Eugene, he's very bashful and shy. He doesn't really trust humans. We've had him since he was a kitten too. But it's part of his behavior. We believe he's the incarnation of my grandfather.
Aww.
So that's why we named him Eugene. But the fact he's willing to come out and sleep on my bed, and he does, I have caught him to sleep on my bed while I'm asleep in bed. It's a good thing. Alright. Let's continue. You're reading.
Oh, I have. Sorry, I was checking my chat and there's no use reasoning with the insane, so you're not going to waste any time comparing yourself to this lunatic.
Okay. Good Grandma Apple. Oh, Grandma's coming back up. Good Grandma Apple is coming back with us, Prodigal says as Grandma begins to stir at your side. She will want to hear what's coming next.
I'm sure she will. You immediately squat down and help Grandma sit up. She nods at you, indicating that she's alright for now. Meanwhile, Prodigal has begun to pace, filmed on all sides by her floating cameras.
Real quick, is Kat a member of the of my server? Does anyone know?
No.
Invite Kat.
Okay.
Alright. And now, the time has finally come to break Captain Hammer's spirit. First, I shall make the apples watch as I murder their beloved agent Jenny.
Ginny balls up her fist. She's clearly not going down without a fight. Still, cold fear creeps its way into your chest.
Hold on. Hey, Twiz. I see you watching. Alright, back to it. Oh, you finished. Then I will make Captain Hammer watch as I kill his sweet Grandma Apple, Prodigal says. I think strangling her with some dead vines will do quite nicely. Such a poetic symmetry, don't you think? I do this voice way too well, let's be real.
For real. This sends you over the edge. Prodigal isn't coming near Grandma ever again. You're about to attack when you see Ginny hold a slip of paper through the bars of her cell. Where the sluggard did Ginny get a pen and paper?
From her boobs. Let's be real. Let's be real.
For real.
Jenny just reached into the boobs and pulled it out.
Yep.
Women are magical with boobs.
Magical girl
Food
boobs.
storage.
Yeah, I've never done that because, like, mine were, like, that weird size where you probably could do it but couldn't. But, yeah.
Oh, I have stored plenty of things in and around her boobs.
Oh, I've seen my girlfriend do it, so.
All I know is my mother does that with her phone. It's like, I don't really know. I just want to touch your phone after that.
Alright.
That's a good reason. It's there. It's just like, hey, put it in my boobs because at least I know it. I know I'll touch my boobs later. So there's no problem. You glance at Prodigal, but she's too busy with her monologue performance to notice Jenny's note.
Then I shall commit to the ultimate act of my career. I shall finally murder Captain Hammer. It's rather silly. I don't haven't done so already, but the narrative arc has demanded such dramatic pause. For when he finally does die, I want him to truly be alone, without hope or trust left in the world.
But you've already stopped listening to Prodigal, instead deciding whether to risk grabbing the note from Jenny. No, I don't want to put Jenny in any immediate danger. Yes, maybe Jenny has an idea for escape, or only take the note if the right opportunity presents itself.
Jenny has an idea for escape.
Yeah, agreed.
Jenny knows what the fuck she's doing. Alright. You inch towards Jenny and grab the note without Prodigal seeing. Then you glance down at it and read, "You're in Infinity 2. Powers uncharted. Use when I say." You read the words and force them to digest. What does this mean? What exactly are you capable of? Alright. Then I'll send this little interactive video right to the void. Prodigal continues in her own world, ensuring the sound and fury will suffer the way I have suffered. They will be on severe ultimate justice as I take away their family the way they took away mine. And then it will be off to the presses with my little video project so everyone can marvel at my evil genius. Prodigal pauses, evidently winding up for some reality unhinging announcement. And then, of course, by then, I have decimated all of Millennium City with a nuclear holocaust, so people will be very interested in who I am. Here we go.
Just when you thought things couldn't get any worse, Prodigal plunges to a new depth of hell. This must be why you're under the fusion plan. She's going to somehow cause a nuclear event. This is not something you can allow to happen. Prodigal lets out a ridiculous fake laugh. She's really playing at this villainous thing pretty hard, which isn't all that stupid, you think. The more convincing her performance, the more people she will probably get to tune into her little video project, no doubt.
I'm not yelling this part. Forget it. Only then will I be the most legendary villainess of all times. Prodigal yells. After I've achieved the greatest act of terrorism ever committed on American soil, Captain Hammer will be known as the most useless hero of all times, and I will become a living legend. Prodigal finally stops pacing and takes a massive breath. He meets me immensely pleased with herself. Now then, let's do some killing, shall we? The next chapter, The Prodigal Daughter.
We could hold on for just a minute.
Yeah.
Go take some medicine.
I need to get some gum for my mouth because my mouth is drying up from the voice.
I feel you.
Oh god, my body. I got to pet Eugene. Gene let me pet him. Well, I have to let him like sniff my finger first. So he has the soft kitty. Yeah, he's not the little ball fur. All right. Alright, now we gotta wait. Take a second to catch my breath. Balls. It's really rad when you're all by yourself and getting lonely. It really is. Ha. Take a second. When everybody leaves you and you're doing something like, yeah. No. No. Did I really just hear a firework? Are you kidding me? You kidding me? Really? Ah. Hey, Blue Penny Pony 123. Thanks for the follow. I'm checking my emails and stuff. Yeah, I just saw the new follow. Thanks, man. No, you may not be watching. Just want to say thanks.
Blue is a lady.
Blue is a lady. Thanks, dude.
On my D&D group.
Oh, okay. Thanks, dude. Because I use dude as a gender neutral term. Yep, I should have clicked the picture. I just read the email. It's like the headliner. Hey, you're being followed. I apologize. Slowly catching up in followers with you guys. Slowly.
But yes, that weird chicken. I don't even know what to call it. Damn palate. It was like it had cream cheese, chicken with cream cheese wrapped in phyllo dough with a raspberry sauce on top of it. Weirdest thing ever. I'm eating it tomorrow for breakfast.
I think the weirdest thing I've ever ate, I got like a bowl of ramen, and this was at the con I had to work at. I needed to eat, so I went and cooked ramen using a coffee pot maker.
Oh no.
No, it was the boil the water, which it worked great, but it was so dry. I had potato chips. I crushed the potato chips and put them in my ramen. And oh my god, it actually was amazing. And then I put soy. Hello, I'm talking about the weirdest thing I've ever ate.
Well.
What it was is I cooked some ramen, and the ramen I got was really bland and dry, so I put potato chips in it.
Why not?
No, it actually made it taste really, really good. And then I put soy sauce in it because I was sitting there eating, and this guy asked me, "Are you enjoying your food?" I'm like, "I would if it tastes a little better." He's like, "I got some soy sauce, and you want some?" "Yes, please." Because when you're a vendor at the con, the other vendors look out for you.
Aw, that's so good.
All right, so shall we go?
Yeah, I need to say something real quick though.
Okay.
I have a building migraine coming on, and I took some medicine for it, but I don't know if it's gonna work or how much longer I'm gonna be able to stay sitting without having to lay down. So I'm gonna do my best.
All right.
But if we reach a point where I'm like, I can't handle, then I'll let you know.
Yeah, because we can still, if your ape's still going after we finish this, we can start the second one, and then we'll just end the stream, when you can't keep going.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, because Saturday night is Hero Rises night.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, Eugene put his head on Trevor's paw. And oh fuck, it's gonna be hard separating Trevor from all the cats when I move out, whenever that may be.
Yeah.
Alright. It's your go.
Alright. Captain Hammer, now! Shout. Your powers aren't just about energy and flying. You can manipulate atoms and control gravity. You can. What?
Excuse me? Prodigal says, the smile disappearing from her face. Okay, I can't change Grandma's voice. This is a permanent voice.
Yeah.
It's true, Grandma says on your side. We didn't want you to know the things you could do.
Wait, how could Grandma and Ginny have kept this from you? How could they? Don't try to use the atomics, Captain Hammer. It's too unstable under the plant. Ginny barks. Bend gravity. You have to do it now. What on earth is Ginny talking?
I do have to say this. I'm with them. How the fuck did they know?
Yeah, like how?
How? You've always been the most annoying, Jennifer. Prodigal interrupts, pointing her laser gun at Ginny. You only have 1 second to react. Attempt to use my gravity my gravity power. Toss some grenade marbles at Prodigal to slow her down. Throw an energy shield around Ginny to protect her.